see if that. Okay, cool. Now we're live again. All right. That was such an odd situation. That was very odd. Okay. So let's see. Dorian, what are you up to at the moment? Are you currently building something? What do you got going on? Let's see. Anybody else send anything in the chat? Nope. All right. While I'm waiting for you to respond, I will continue. B7. I feel like I'm playing bingo with both Gundam parts. Oh, that's a TikTok notice. So yeah, what are y'all up to right now? What are y'all currently doing? What do you have going on this evening that's keeping y'all occupied outside of watching me ramble on about building gunpla and all this other stuff that I've got going on? What are y'all currently doing? What is keeping y'all occupied? Let's see. Yeah, I thought it was a little weird that my YouTube ended its own stream. I have to look into that, why I did that. Maybe there's a new policy. I'm not sure. I know I just kind of did this impromptu, so not a lot of people knew that I was going live today, so that might have had something to do with it, perhaps. So there we go. Okay. Master Grade F91. I've actually not looked at that kit. I probably should. Let me pull it up on my computer real quick. Master Grade F91. I bet I've seen it and just didn't even think to look at it again. Master Grade F91. Oh, that one. Oh, that one looks cool. That one looks really good. I'd like to see how that turns out, man. If you can, when you're done, go and comment on one of my posts and let me know how it turns out. I'd be curious to see how well that turned out for you. Has it been tough putting that one together? Is it a tougher master grade to put together, or is it pretty good? Let's see. Looks like these legs are going to be pretty symmetrical, so I don't think I have to worry about any weird proprietary weirdness with these. I ran into that a couple times. A Master Grade Strike Freedom I built had some really weird feet, and it was proprietary, which was odd. I wouldn't expect that to be the case, but it was highly proprietary. Proprietary, yeah. When it came to the build of that kit, especially at the feet level, that was such a strange circumstance to encounter that on that kit. It's not something you would expect, or because you would hope that the kit would be quite symmetrical when it came to building the legs. But nope, it was not. It was not symmetrical at all. The feet guards were like off center on each leg, and it made it to where one would fit only one way, so you didn't have much of a choice in how they built out, which again was weird. So, um, what are you gonna do? So this goes on here like this. Here we go. This is going to be one of those things. Okay. I really like these sliding mechanisms on these master grades, man. I can't tell you how cool these are. Um, I really can't. I think it's really awesome. Um, I'm going to have to get a lot more involved in my YouTube. I think I need to figure out how to get more people to show up to the live streams and to kind of get a little bit more engaged in them. Um, Same here on TikTok. Again, like on TikTok, I think it's such an instant gratification aspect to TikTok that most people aren't going to pay a lot of attention on a video like this outside of like somebody like yourself who has a particular interest in this kind of stuff. I think for the most part, people are going to just jump in the chat or jump in the stream and go, oh, "Okay, cool, that guy's building this or whatever this is," and then they're going to duck out. So that's kind of what I see on my YouTube sometimes on the live streams. It's made me question if it's worth doing in some cases because I don't gather the audience there as I would in other areas like shorts and even some of the build review videos. So, and even those, I am going to change those up quite a bit too. I'm going to change those up a little bit. I got to get 2 more cameras. I'm going to start doing a 3-camera setup on my builds for my build videos, which means I got to get a different video capture card that can handle 3 streams at once. It's going to be a logistical nightmare, but I'm looking forward to doing it because if anything, I like a challenge, which is partly why I think I got in so heavily into gunpla, because it is a challenge. It really is a challenge on some of these kits. I mean, there's so many things that can just flat out go wrong and just really, really sucks whenever it does. But, the challenge is to pivot and to just really um, adapt to the circumstance and see if you can't prevail. In most cases, you can. You just got to be patient. You got to be really patient. I've made a mess of a couple of kits. The first real grade I built, I think, was the tall geese. Yeah, I messed up one of the shoulder joints on the tall geese. That sucked. I had to order a new part. And Plamo Kit Bash, even though you are in the States, shipping alone on a small little piece, a little piece of plastic like this is like $4.95. So that that kind of hurts a little bit. You're sitting there just buying one little piece of plastic for $4. You're just like, oh my god, that's ridiculous. But that's the price you pay for doing some of this stuff. You make mistakes, you learn from it, you do better in the end, and then you move on. So this goes like this. So this goes like this. So this is supposed to fit in here somehow. I think, yeah, right there, just like that. Okay. And this goes on here, like so. Oh, shoot. There we go. Come on. This is a little bit of an irritation for me. So I think we're going to go this direction and put that on like there. There we go. The path of least resistance. There we go. That looks a lot better. Ooh, I could tell that's going to be one very nimble kit. Just looking at that. Look how slick that looks. That's going to be awesome. So I get excited for gunpla. I really do. I know I haven't had a hobby in years that I've been this excited about, that I will willingly return to and sink time into. I haven't had a hobby like that in a long time, and it's pretty nice to have that again. So I can't speak high enough praise for this hobby. I really can't. Um, what is that small number 3 on your name? What is that? I don't get on TikTok enough. Um, it says some comments in this live are filtered to protect the community experience. Why filter it? Like, why are they filtering comments? Like, I'd like to know what y'all have to say. Like, that sucks. I don't like that. I don't like that how the app filters comments. I want to be able to see what people say. Um, Man, that sucks. I was kind of hoping to see what others had to say. I don't like that. Um, B6 and B5. Okay. Timu. Yeah, I've ordered off of there a bunch of different times. I'm actually thinking about ordering another AliExpress special. There's a couple of dayband kits on there that I found. There's an Epion, a dayband kit from Epion that I wanted to get. It's like $60. I think the massacred version of Epion that's legitimate from Bandai is pretty pricey too. So that dayband kit would be pretty good. I built a couple of third-party kits, and ultimately wasn't very happy with them. I thought they could have been a lot better executed, but you know, third-party kits. I mean, third-party anything. That's kind of what you're going to expect. You got to lower your expectations a little bit, unless it's like camera equipment. That's a different story because, well, not completely the camera equipment. Like if you're buying like Nikon or Canon or Sony or something, but you want to get different lenses, you can buy Sigma. Sigma is really good, or Tukina has some really good lenses too. So you just got to do your homework on stuff like that, which is I know that's a huge deviation away from what we're currently talking about here, which is gunpla. A huge deviation. So I don't mean to go too far down the rabbit hole there. I tend to um, have this innate ability to get a little too far in the deep in the weeds and rambling and ranting. I think, which is partly why this um, greetings from a tree stand somewhere in Georgia. Oh, nice. I guess you're out hunting. Which would be a safe assumption, I think. I would assume. If it's not too much to ask, what is it that you're doing in the tree? Are you actually hunting, and if you are hunting, what are you going after? That doesn't look like that's working. There it goes. Ooh, look at that bend. Look at that bend. That is awesome. That is awesome. Man, I'm excited for this kit. I'm very excited for this kit. Clearing hogs, almost done, then heading back to start a new. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm here in Texas. We have a hog problem too. Not I don't know if it's near as bad as yours, but we do have a hog problem here. Um, they seem to be everywhere. No matter where I go on the highway, I see those buggers everywhere. So um, I've thought about getting out there and doing some clearing of them myself, but I'll leave that to people that would like to do that over myself. Um, as far as the inverted red astray, um, I have been thinking about getting the Astray. I keep looking at it and I keep thinking I'm going to buy that. But then I saw the Perfect Grade, and I'm probably going to. Oh, you're actually going to eat them. Okay. Most people here in Texas, they they clear them out for farmers and then dispose of them. I've only met a couple of people that actually eat the meat off the hogs. So I've heard that the older they get, the nastier the meat gets. So it's usually best to get them when they're a little younger, probably in the what somebody said like the 6 month to year range is kind of what you're looking for before they get beyond that 100 pounds. I don't know. I could be talking out of my you know what, but um, that's kind of what I've heard. You could correct me if I'm wrong because I've never hunted them, so I don't know. PC5. I'm not sure what my wife is watching in the background, but I have a feeling y'all can pick that up from over there. We process them, and it's all about how you tend the meat. Oh, okay, that's good to know. I'm not certain how I'll use that information in the future, but if I actually do go out there and do that kind of hunting, I'll keep that in mind. So that tells me that you're probably spending a lot of money on ice. So whatever convenience store you go into, or a Walmart or store, I mean, you're probably spending about $50 on ice for 7 days. Probably a little less, I'd imagine. Probably melt pretty quick, bleeding out a hog. Oh, see, there you go. Don't have to worry about it then. That's smart. See, I'm the kind of person who would forget to do small things like that and buy one of those things. So I'd probably go to the go to the local store and just buy a bunch of ice because I don't. You can get me behind a computer, you can get me behind all this other stuff, and I'll remember things day in day out. But you start doing stuff like that, or ask me to do stuff like that, I will lose my place 9 times out of 10. It never fails. So I'll forget. Oh, I got to buy ice. I got to buy ice. So having an ice machine, um, I would wager comes in handy, not having to worry about um, the logistics of how you're going to manage this crap. Good grief. Yeah, I think y'all have a bigger hog problem over there than we do. I've never heard of actually anybody clearing out that many hogs per year. 340. That's nuts. And did you get meat from all those hogs? I mean, I would imagine so. That's a lot of damn meat. How's this supposed to go? This is supposed to just fit. Oh, it goes like that. I see. I see. Clever. Emerges from South Florida, so 100 pound is a baby. Normal is 3. Good grief. That's a big pig. That's I mean for a small land animal that's a big pig. Um, I'd imagine they would. Like I would imagine they would. Honestly, there's a lot out there that they can just rummage through. Um, I think I've even watched a couple of not as big here in Georgia. I guess I could see that the Everglades is a lot more open. I mean, Georgia's pretty open too. The parts I've driven through, but I think the Everglades has a lot more acreage that they can rummage around in, so they probably have a lot more of a food source there. Though I'd imagine they're also a massive food source for gators in that area too. So, um, circle of life. D13, D14. D13, D14. Hogzilla, as soon as 1,000 plus hogs was, God, yeah, gators and crocs. Yeah, I've always been, man, I used to watch Swamp People all the time, and some of the gators they pull out of those damn swamps, it's impressive. It is absolutely impressive. I do not have the wherewithal to do that kind of stuff, and I'm more than willing to accept that there are people out there that are just badasses in real life. And I know I just cussed, my bad, but they're just these awesome people in real life that are just equipped to do that kind of stuff. Man, praise to y'all for doing that stuff, man. That is some grueling, hard work. And man, people that do that kind of stuff like you, man, I would wonder how that would work for crocs to coexist with gators, and I'd wonder, is it the crocs that get bigger over there? I heard that crocs get pretty big in that area. I know gators get pretty big over in Louisiana, but I'm not sure about gators in Florida. Let's see. That had some pretty good undergating on it. I'm not going to worry so much about that. There's one right there I can clean up. I'd have to ask Arsenal. Have you been to my YouTube channel yet and subscribed and joined? I do. This is a shameless plug, I guess. But I'm trying to do some giveaways on there too. So I figured since you're chatting and feeding some information, good and good and interesting, why not give you an opportunity to win a master grade Sinaji Stein. Yeah, the person who the original winner for that thing never commented. So I was sitting there just thinking to myself, like, how on earth am I going to give this thing away to somebody who is not going to comment? And well, the answer to that question was, I'll just find somebody new who wants a kit. So that's what I'm going to do. Find somebody new who wants to get a new kit. That doesn't seem like it's going to fit right. Part of me thinks I put this on wrong. No, that's right. So how does this? How does this go? There's something odd with this. This is not sitting right. Am I not just doing this right? Let's see. See, it says to put it in here like this, but that doesn't seem to be right. That doesn't seem to be right at all. Unless, nope. Odd. You know what? I think I'm missing a piece. I bet you I am. I bet you I missed a piece. Yep, I did. I knew it. I know I missed a piece. The same name. Yeah, same name. B24. I knew I missed a piece. B20. There it is. That's why it wasn't sliding in place. Yeah, I got a live going on over there, but I had like one viewer and the entire time, and then it auto canceled. I've noticed with YouTube, a lot like TikTok, live seem to be very hit and miss. I seem to get a lot more traction with the actual build reviews. So I've been questioning if this one, yep, this one, you're correct, this one. So I've been debating if I'm going to continue doing live build videos on YouTube. I think I'm going to just probably do it here on TikTok because I get more here on TikTok, more engagement here than I do on YouTube, which you would think would be different. You would think that would be the opposite, but it's clearly not, which is odd. But can't do that just yet. There's a plastic piece I got to trim off. So, man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the follow. I'll enter you in the chance to win that Master Grade Sinaju Stein. Like I said, I was trying to give that kit away, and the winner never responded. So, I guess it's going to go to somebody else, which is unfortunate for that guy. I was kind of hoping to get it out of my possession. Yeah, I never had one either. I've got the regular Sinanju, but I kind of figured the Sinanju Stein, in my opinion, looks better. So I was kind of just aiming to give one of those away to somebody because I think it'd be kind of cool. I was hoping to do a perfect grade at 1500, but I think I'm going to hold off on that for now, just because, man, those perfect grades, depending on the one you get there, they get wildly expensive, and since I had to buy a bunch of computer parts to get this computer up and going again, so I could start doing this stuff, these live streams again, and content creation, I spent a lot of my money there. So I might just do another master grade at 1,000 or 1,500, just to kind of at least get another one out there for people. Then I have to figure out which one, because I'm not going to do this in Sinanju Stein again. So I got to figure out which kit I'm going to do. And I got to get a better camera angle on this. I really do. I feel like I'm like, these camera angles get weird. There you go. Huh, that's not supposed to happen that way. That was supposed to close. Why did that not close? That's because this is not seated on there correctly. And building custom bases, aka hangers, I 3D print them. I have a coworker who told me that they would 3D print these things for me, and he has not followed through. So I'm going to give him a talking to on Monday. Like, look, dude, you failed me. You're supposed to help me out. You're supposed to hook me up with some hangers. He hadn't done it. He's got I forgot what kind of 3D printer he said he had, but he said he's got a 3D printer. He could do it, but he hadn't done it. So I like the way this thing bends. I really do. This God looks. I am fascinated. I am absolutely fascinated with the master grades articulation, especially like these, like this origin and the Vercause. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm looking for because I've never really looked into it. I was kind of thinking, yeah, basic hanger works just fine, whatever. But I don't know. That's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't think I've got a good answer. Oh, look at that! I'm almost done. Almost done with the legs anyway. So I've got to build here and here. Whatever fits a master grade and real grade, because I'm not really building perfect grades right now, just because I don't have the room for them. So anything that would fit 1/44th or 1/100th scale is about what I'm going for if I'm looking for them. My wife did tell me to buy another shelving unit, so I'll probably buy another one of those here in the coming weeks. So I will probably be able to build my first perfect grade. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, yeah, if you wanna hit me up a message and tell me how much they cost per one, man, I probably snag a one or two here and there as I go further down this rabbit hole because I'm going to need different ways to display these things. I'm thinking about getting a nice like glass shelving unit or glass shelf with LEDs. But since I live in a home with pier and beam, it's kind of hard because the floor is constantly shifting. So not having a solid foundation does kind of suck. But that's what you get when you rent a home from somebody who you don't get a choice in the matter. So it is what it is. D1 and D12. D11 and D12. My landlord is also like highly absent, so I don't really talk to him, even though I've told him there's a couple things wrong with his house. That's a whole different ball game. He's a good dude. He's just oblivious to the world in most cases. He's got his own problems, as does everybody else. Gotta keep on going. Gotta verify this thing. Ah, geez. There you go. All right. Had to verify to go longer. I guess I ran over the hour. I don't like that. It limits you to an hour stream. Man, that needs to change. That definitely needs to change. So clip that out. I can't believe I'm actually going to be done with the legs here tonight. I honestly thought that was going to take longer. I'd like to see some of the builds that you've done. If you're so inclined to share some of those, I'd like to see some of the builds that you've done. I've got a Instagram and Threads with the same name. So if you want to follow me there too, and you want to comment some of the photos or comment some of the kits that you've done and built, I'd like to see what you've done. I'd be curious. I don't do painting on my kits, so I don't do anything elaborate. I do panel lining primarily, and I've done some painting on some, but it's mainly been like with the Gundam markers. Clip those out. I really like all the detail that I'm seeing on this kit. That's the one thing about. I just did my first one back. It was like 5 years. Have a video, some pics here on this page. Okay, yeah, I'll go check that out. Let me follow you. How do I follow you from here? Apparently you can't, so I'm gonna have to. Oh, I already follow you. Okay, great. I'll go and check it out. I probably already have at some point. I just didn't realize who I was talking to. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Man, I love all the goofs. I love the goofs. I have a fondness for those now that I've built my first goof custom. It was high grade though, but I do plan on getting some of those display markers and doing some painting on those because I'd rather have the markers than an airbrush. I just don't have the setup to do airbrush and airbrush effectively in my house, so I don't really want to go through that process of setting all that up and spending all that money on an airbrush setup. It's not worth it to me. So I'll just do hand painting. That's fine when I get around to it. But I'm really digging the detail in this kit. Like, it's easy and pretty cheap now. Yeah, it is. Like I said, I got the Gundam markers. They look pretty good. They work pretty good. I've done a couple of kits. I just recently, well, I wouldn't say recently, but it's within the last couple of weeks. I built the Requiem for Vengeance Gundam, that RX-78 EX. I built that one and did a, I guess you would say custom paint, or quote custom paint. It was just different colors here and there to kind of give it a little bit more detail and a little bit more, have it stand out some more. But it turned out pretty good, I'd have to say. I was happy with the result. It's actually not too far from me. I can go get it real quick to show. Let me finish nipping this real quick, and I'll go. I guess I'll go grab it. I guess I'll go grab it. So I was thinking with YouTube, with the podcasts. Yeah, the compressor. I've looked at some compressors. They can get pretty cheap, I think. Here, let's see. So this is the RX-78 GE that I built. That where it's black, that was gray. Where that's gold, that was gray. That gold piece wasn't gold. It was gray too. I added some copper in the legs, some red copper up here in the arms and in the back. This thing, a panel liner's dream too. Like, this thing panel lines so well, it's stupid. I thought about taking it to work to show it off, but I can't bring myself to take it to work with me and leave it there. I like coming home and looking at this. So I'll put that over here off the side until I'm done. But yeah, I did that with that one. I did that with the Force Impulse Spec 2. The Master Grade Strike Freedom I built, although that thing, the Master Grade Strike Freedom is that kit is an irritation. That kit is so irritating. Mainly just in the wings, but part of the feet too. That kit made me mad a couple of different times. B29. B29, there it is. Right on. And looks like Juliana joined. Welcome, Juliana. What do you got going on this evening? Are you also building kits today? Let us know in the chat. I know I'm highly engaging, let me tell you. Highly engaging. All right. So I've got to build this piece before I can build any others. D118, D218. I like how I get ahead of myself like all the time and always forget to clip out other pieces. I'm actually going to be very shocked that I'm going to be finished with the legs tonight. I'm actually happy about that fact. I really didn't think that was going to be the case. In all honesty, I thought I was going to do another week of building legs because those are usually the pain point and take the longest. Let me know if this angle's good. If I need to get a better angle, I can. I really wish you could do the landscape angle here on TikTok. I really wish you could do a landscape view. I think that'd be a lot nicer because then you get more of an image of what people are doing. But it is what it is. What are you gonna do? Runner B runner. I just had that in my hand. B31. B31. I do have a video dropping in the morning for the which one was it I just built? Oh yeah, the Gundam Astray Dark Matter. I do have a video on YouTube dropping tomorrow morning around 9:30 a.m. Central. That will be going over the review of that kit and what I thought about it. I don't want to give any spoilers away. It was an interesting kit, I will say. It was very interesting to build that kit, especially a Build Fighters kit. I've never built a Build Fighters kit, so that was different. That was a new one for me. Let's see here. So that goes on like that, and then you get this right there like that. Okay. Oh, there's going to be a lot of little moving detail pieces here. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. I like how everything on this just fits together so well. This has been one of the most pleasant master grade building experiences that I've done to date. Just because, you know what, I'm going to bring y'all over a little bit here to get a better angle of what I've got going on. So that means I need to move my mic so my face isn't so bloody close to this thing. Let's see if I can't move that over here some to kind of eliminate a lot of the extra noise. Okay, there we go. That should be a lot better. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay, y'all can get a better picture of what I'm doing. Who joined over here on YouTube? Who's on the YouTube channel currently joined? Let me know who you are and what you're up to and what you got going on this evening. And if you are currently building a kit, which one? Let's talk. I know I sound incredibly excited about that. In truth, I am. I'm tired. It's been a long day. It's been a long freaking week. Oh man, it's been a long week. I don't think I've ever felt this tired in my entire history of working that I've felt today. So, all right. So thankfully, I didn't have to do a whole lot of trimming. Yep, I lied. There's some right here. I can't find my other file. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if somebody came into my office and took it. But if they did, there will be hell to pay. So let's see. I think this goes on like. Probably need to bend the. Yep, gotta bend the knee. Gotta bend the knee. Put that sucker on. I want to tell y'all right now, again, I really enjoy the articulation that is coming out of this kit. This is some of the best I've seen on any master grade that I've built to date. Absolutely some of the best. I cannot speak enough about how awesome this looks on the articulation. Like, oh, man, that Origin was actually a really good show, a really good movie. I actually liked it. I would highly suggest watching that if I were y'all. Highly suggest. Like for real, highly suggest. That's supposed to go in like that. It's not fitting. It goes in and down like that. Ah, there it goes. And that doesn't go that way. It's this piece right here. Right? Nope. Where's the other one? That one? Yep, there it is. Man, that is good looking. And that goes on just like so. Man, look at that. Look how detailed this is. That is insane. And I know, like, for people that do like scribbing and stuff or scribing, I always seem to get that word wrong. Whatever. For those of you who do all the extra work to create new panel lines, I applaud y'all because the amount of panel lines that are on this thing is just insane. And to add more, I can just imagine take a whole lot more work. A lot more work. An incredible amount of work. So I applaud y'all for those who do that. That is incredible, and y'all have my respect. You really do. I got to put those pieces on, otherwise it's not going to look right. And that's B34. Let's go ahead and finish up this other leg though. I get this one done, so we can get this one come out of the way. So get that here. And now that I moved my camera closer to my face to get a better angle, I have to look down a little bit more to see who's commented, if anybody's commented. I don't like how, and I've said this before, I don't like how TikTok like filters and screens comments and stops letting people post based off of what the comment says. I mean, if it's hateful, sure, I guess, but you know, I can take it. I mean, I don't want to, but I can. It's fine. If somebody doesn't like what I'm doing, I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so put that on like that, and put that on like that. Dude, that looks amazing. That looks so good. So freaking good. I cannot wait to panel line this kit. Like, no lie. Like, I cannot wait to panel line this kit. Dude, that looks awesome. Okay, it's just you. Okay. Oh, there's somebody else that joined. Yeah, I cannot wait to panel in this kit. This looks so good. Look at this. Like, boom. Look at that separation. Just incredible. Absolutely incredible. What I think you could do, where's my trusty pointer stick here? So I use this painter stick. I think what you can do, like right in here, you can get, and I know for those of you who actually do like the airbrushing, y'all can get some pretty good detail out of this, out of these vents right here. But for those of us who do hand brushing or use markers, we can get some pretty good detail out of there, but I think you get better looking or crisper detail with airbrush. It's kind of the same thing. But I think these small details, being able to bring out these small details just elevates the kit that much more, I think. Like, yeah. Which one did you get? Did you get the Origin or did you get 1.5, 2, or 3? I've heard if you got 3, I've heard 3 falls apart. Origin, yeah, that's one I'm building right now. That is the one I'm building right now. Let me show you this, because there is no core fighter on this kit, none whatsoever, right? So look at the bend you get here with this kit. You get some serious bend here in the torso. You don't see that in other RX-78-2s outside of the real grade version 2.0, which I've also got that one in my closet. That's going to be another build I'm going to be doing outside of the Master Grade EX Strike Freedom, which is my next Master Grade live build I'll be doing. I'm looking forward to doing the Master Grade Extreme Strike Freedom, because, dude, that kit looks amazing. Hey, my son joined. And there he goes. He's going to start like blasting the crap out of the the hearts on my stream so it can give me more viewers, because that's just what he does. He's so supportive. Let's see here. I also use these. I actually use two. I've got the Rua Tool 1.0 and the 3.0. Those are the ones I prefer. So, but I like using the 1.0s over the 3.0s just because the blades on the 3.0s are real thin, and I try to use those just for cleanup purposes instead of actual cutting, because you can bend the blades and ruin them, and I don't want to ruin the blades. Nippers get expensive. And I'm not going to go spend $50 on a pair of God hands. No thanks. So we'll put that on, get that on right there, like so, like that. And then we will go and, what is it, B34, right? B30, frick. I need to put more stuff on that before I put it on there. Yep. Yeah, I'm a little cautious about using these. As much as I like them, as good of a cut as they get, I'm afraid that they'll bend or snap, and I just use them for cleanup, only for cleanup. They get expensive. They get so expensive, and I'm not paying for God hands. I just refuse to pay for God hands. I just won't do it. I will not do it. Most people, they swear by them, but I will not pay for those. They're just too pricey. I saw some steadies when I first got into this. I wasn't too sure if I should buy those or not, and I saw these on Amazon for $17, so I just bought those instead. And I've been happy with them since. I used to have the pair I had before was absolute. See, I've heard that about the God hands, that they just break too easy. The pair I had before these were an absolute piece of garbage. They came out of a little $8 toolkit that I bought when I started doing gunpla. One, because I didn't know any better, and two, because they're $8. I wanted to start cheap, and I was told I had a budget, so I I had to think smart about how I was going to do that. And so it came with a very cheap set of nippers, and they broke after the second kit. So that pretty much defined what I was going to do from then on. I just bought these instead. And I've built, I think with this pair alone, I've built now 25 kits. Yeah, something around there. So they've done pretty well. I've been happy with them. They've lasted. They're durable, durable enough. For $17, I think I've got my money out of those a return on investment, should I say? I've got a return on investment from those, so I'm happy with that. I'm good with that. So, outside of Arsenal, who else is over here on YouTube? Because I'm facing my phone, I can see TikTok a lot easier. But who's over here on YouTube? Let me know who you are, what you're currently up to, what are you doing? Are you building kits, or are you just here to visit and watch what's going on? Let's see here. Man, this thing, I think you're going to really like building this thing. It's been a blast to build. All right, man. Appreciate it. And thanks for joining. And I'll go check out the goof that you build. I want to see how that looks. Okay. So I think with that, I'm probably going to finish up on the legs off camera. Get those done because there's only like 5 or 6 pieces left here. And then I'm going to put the rest of the kit together. And probably call it an evening. And then I'll probably work on recording the podcast episode and see if you want to join me there. So, all right, guys, that's it for me tonight. My stream has gone on for about 2 hours now, and I'm going to catch some sleep here very soon. So I'll see y'all later, and y'all take it easy.